Let's see, I heard a rumor that there's this new king. Something like James the Third or something like that. So you got a new king, people. The Pharaoh show lives, right? When I go out, I'm just gonna say, yes, your highness. No, your highness. No, your pharaohness. You know. How much money do the lizards need? I'll pay my taxes for the Mason show. The lizards. How much do the Zeta Reticuli need? Oh, they need more blood, huh? So I got a question. What do I do? How does a targeted individual get the fuck out of this program? What do I have to do? Do I have to go to Rome and sign some papers and say I'm divorcing you from the Illuminati family? I mean, what is it specifically that I need to do on my end to divorce you? Lizards? What do I do? What can I do on my end so that I'm out of your fucking hair? Well, other than dying from your chemtrails and shit. I mean, but more specifically, let's get down to business. Since this is all bloodline shit, what do I do to divorce myself from your GGGGG shit? What do I do? Rockefellers? Bill Gates? I'm just throwing this out there in the wind, man. You guys need to leave me alone. So, what do I do? Do I fly out to Switzerland, and go into one of your banks and say I want a divorce? Or what do I do here? Do I tear up my birth certificate and say I was never born and I want a divorce from the corporation? I mean, what do I do, people? Do I get rid of my social security number? Oh, that's right, I have an ASN number. Well, how do I get rid of it? What do I do? How can I take legal matters such as trademarking my body and, what do I do so that I'm divorced from your fucking bullshit? No more mind reading, no more gang stalking, no more stealthy little hee laughing from the neighbors. What do I do? What do I do on my end from your little black book? How do I divorce myself from you guys? So that we can go our separate ways and I can start, go find customer service jobs and I can live, Oh, but that's right. I can't get a job if I don't have a social security numbers because Swissyland wants to take out taxes from my check. So how do I do this? How do I divorce myself from the targeting program that the military, CIA, FBI, and the Crown has done to me? What do I do? City of London? How do I go about getting my life back without any interference from you guys, from your NSA, NASA targeting? How do I divorce myself? What do we legally... We need to come to the table, you and I, and sit down and figure out a way I can be divorced from your draconian crap. What do I do? What do I specifically do? What can I do on my end so that I can walk away from all your cops, all your lawyers, all your gang stalking, all your little surveillance cameras and your drones? What can I do? What can I do? That's humanly possible. Do I fly to Rome and say to the Pope I want a divorce? Do I go to Switzerland and sign some papers in some hidden bank vault and say no more generational bloodline? What do I do? What do I do so that Swissyland and I go our separate ways? The Red House and the White House from the Pharaoh Show. How do I divorce thee away from your altar? I really would like to know. How do I get away from the cross? Anybody have any answers? Because I really want to know how I can walk away from all of you and still have a life, you know, maybe working at a pancake store. Or be your waitress and then serve your food and then iron my money, and you know, I'm still contributing to society because I'm, you know, you're taking taxes out of my check. I mean, what do we do here? How do I divorce myself from a feudal system that sucks me dry? And not only that, it doesn't even give me opportunity to take care of my shit. How I'm blackballed by the military-industrial complex, aka the police departments, you know, and anywhere I go, I have trackers everywhere. How does one stop this? How? I really want to know, how do we stop this tracking shit? Let's see, I have a birth certificate that's written in all caps. So, from what I understand, that's part of the corporation from the Rothschilds. So what do I do? How does that get null and voided? How do I become a sovereign human being again? How I can reclaim what belongs to me? How do I regain myself so I'm not part of the Rockefeller Bank's bank shit? How do I do this? How do I divorce thee? Because so far I've got nothing in return from your Jesus complex. Got nothing from the church. I got nothing from my neighbors. You know, nothing from, you know, anybody else. It's all just take. So how do I divorce myself so that you don't take from me anymore? Do I go to Social Security Administration and say I need a divorce? And if I do that, how do I get a job? Because you need a Social Security number to get a job so that the employer can take taxes out of your check and blah, 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 blah. So how do we create something different? What do we do? What is it that humanity wants? Do you want to be tracked by the Rockefellers? Do you want the NSA to read your brain thoughts? Do you want, you know, medical tyranny so they put this shit in your body and follow you? I mean, what do we do here? How do we divorce ourselves from a feudal system that doesn't work, where the Illuminati, like the Clintons and the Bushes and all of them, how they fuck your day up? How do we divorce from them? How do we go from point A to point B on the map without them fucking following us? What do we do? Because I know the hospitaliers, whenever a child is born, that kid is given a social security number so they can track it. Because the Rockefellers want debt, right? And they want new debt with the illegals and all the stuff with these processing centers that come into the cities. So how can we divorce ourselves from this? because we know that they're designing this, right? Biden and all of them and Kamala Harris, they're going to promise the sun, moon, and the stars to all these, Democratic and illegals and shit. How do we create something that doesn't work for anybody anymore? Because the illegals that are coming into the city, they're going to need new skills, right? Because my city I'm in, they're designing new lab places, scientific stuff. So you probably have to get a master's degree to even work in these little labs or something, right? So you got to spend more debt. So how do we divorce ourselves from the debt Rockefeller game?